I haven't said nothing. If there's anyone in here, there should be sound. It's like riding a bike, right? Trying to figure this thing out. Can you hear me? Ooh, probably barely. It's been a little while. Is there anybody out there? I don't even know if this friggin' thing's even on. That's what happens when you don't do this very often. Can you hear me now? There's nobody in here. Sound is fine. What's going on, Shed by the Tracks? It's been a little while since I've done this. Figure I didn't have a video out this Friday. Might as well go live. Not bad. How you doing? Seeing you've been a little bit busy on your channel. I think you were live tonight, weren't you? I missed it tonight. I was over on BW's for a little while. Oh, I've been okay. I've just been busy. I know I've got the videos I've been putting out were duster videos, and this doesn't look like a duster. Hopefully you can still hear me. The microphone's sitting over here. It's kind of an archaic setup I got going on. I've been moving stuff around all over the inside of the shop, so it's a disaster. You call it annoying. I call it entertaining because I think it's fun. I don't know. I've been kind of a ghost. I've been just trying to get some things done. It's hard to do it when you're on camera. It takes so much longer. And then avoiding sickness. Everyone around me sick now. I think I've had something for a few days. It's starting to run through me now. Just what I need. I took this week off of work to get some stuff done, and I ended up sick halfway through it. Go figure that out. But I think I'm making headway. I'm not at work, so it's been good. Any day not at work's a good day. Yeah, it's been. Well, I missed the game show last week. I was not feeling well. And I was, well, I mean, I probably could have done it, but it would have sucked because I didn't have. I just, when you aren't feeling it, it's really hard to put on a good show for others. You can't be, funny or whatever when you're not feeling good. It's just like, nah, I don't want to do that. So I just kind of elected to sleep through it. Sorry, Bryce. But, I wanted it to be a good show. It's Bryce's show, too. And if I'm not on my A game, I can't do it. I don't want to do it. It looks bad. Oh, but yeah, this is a foreign made duster called a Toyota. I know. Well, currently it's identifying as a Ford, just so I can, stand to be near it. Oh, there's 6 people on here. Nobody's saying much. Either that or I got something screwed up. Let me see here. I am not an expert. No? Okay. I guess I got to do all the talking. So what's everyone else up to tonight? This great, probably frigid night for some. We got a little bit of warmth out here on the West Coast, at least where I'm at. The other half of the state's still freezing. A BFH, some duct tape, and baling wire. Those are really the only thing you need. Man, I don't know, because I had some problems with my 2003 a couple weeks ago. Couldn't figure it out for the life of me. And it wouldn't start when it was, like, say, 20 degrees out, but if you let it warmed up to, like, mid-30s to 40 degrees, it would crank like crazy, but finally start. But if you tried starting it at, like, 20 degrees, like what it was when I was going to work in the morning that week, it'd just crank and crank and crank and crank and not start. I'm like, what the hell's going on here? So I went through all the sensors. I checked the fuel pump, pressure, everything I could think of. I didn't know what to do with it. I ended up swallowing some pride, taking it into a shop because I'm limited to what computer tooling I have. I don't work with that new crap. And yeah, they ended up finding it was a bad computer. How do you know that, you know? It worked just fine for the longest time. Then just one morning, well, actually, I took it, I think it was about an hour or so trip with the daughter up to a bowling alley and then drove it back and then went to start the next day. And that's when it started doing this stuff. And I drove it. I think I drove it to work for a week starting hard. And then once it got super cold, it wouldn't start at all. So yeah, all the tools is probably the right answer. But I fiddle farted with that thing for about a week. And then after that, just trying to get projects around here done. And then I bought this gym for the daughter. It doesn't need anything major. I'm just doing preventative maintenance stuff to it. I've been busy with this, which is why I didn't get my video done. So I figured, might as well make an appearance. Seems how I kind of didn't make an appearance last week. Sorry. Well, for the game show. It's probably way past Bryce's bedtime anyway, so he's probably not even up. I'm sure YouTube is like slow, if almost backwards, at sending out notifications that I'm live. Nobody cares. That's all right. Sometimes it's a good thing. Come on, Nerton. You wanted me to go live. I'm here. Oh, crap. But it's been a fight. Did you pick? Now, it's been a little while since I watched your lives. You picked up a Buick? Is that what I understand? Or am I wrong? Buick or Pontiac? This thing's even working. Okay, yep, that's what I thought. Those are nice. I caught a blip of it, and I just didn't you haven't made a chance to get over there to watch it. I've been tied up with other stuff. Oh, there's the Bryce Meister. I figured you'd be in bed already in that Arizona time. uh, I didn't get my video out, so this is my, you know, what do you call that? Substitute. It's going live for a little bit. Got to finish this junk this weekend. It's been a little bit of an expensive adventure, this thing. Yeah, those are nice cars. With that, buddy of mine had uh, I want to say it was a 52 or 51 Olds 88. That was a cool car. We were in high school, and his grandfather handed it down to him. Of course, we all thought he was a spoiled brat for getting that, but it was cool. We drove that thing to the beach and put a lot of miles on that old 303. Pardon, my throat's dry and stuff. I don't even know how long I'm going to last this live. But that was a fun car. And you'd be surprised. Well, we were punk kids, so we didn't really care. But we drove that thing 300 miles, practically out of the barn all the way to the beach and back. Stuffed the floorboard, all the holes in the floor full of like paper towels, stuff at the gas station. All the carbon monoxide was coming up through the floor. I'll tell you what, it got attention. It was a black with a green interior. I think the car was probably green on the outside at one time. But it was a black exterior, at least when we drove it. I think he still got the car too. Yes, it's a Ford logo. That way I can stand being near it in my shop. Dang it. Yeah, I know I'm running out of days off. I got 2 more days off. I've been off all week. And of course, now, like I was saying earlier, I'm catching something again. Well, whoops. That thing? Dang it. This is not going to work if I keep yakking. Yeah, that's supposed to be for the green duster. I don't want to put that in there. Into this? I could. Well, I don't know. There ain't a whole lot of room in there, man. I'm doing the timing belt in it now. Honey fixes that? You might be right. Probably should have done that before I came out here, right? It's so weird. Everyone around me was like, I was home, like I said, since last weekend through the week. Everyone was sick around me, but I wasn't catching nothing. I was popping vitamin C like I was going out of style to try to ward this crap off. And of course, I think my daughter's starting to come off this crap, and then my kid's mom was in town, and she had some garbage too, but she left. And now I'm plagued with it. I'm like, man. Morphine queen, I like it. It's all right. How's it going? Some honey shots? Well, that's interesting. Yeah, this is killing me. Good Lord. I didn't think it was going to be this bad. I might not make it very long. I didn't think talking this much was going to bother it, but man, since I've been talking, I was fine earlier, but ooh. You gonna bring it into work tomorrow or Monday? Yeah, that'll go over real well. I probably got some stuff in the house to make something out of. I just didn't want to get a little too messed up trying to figure this thing out. Yeah. Well, that's the funny thing, Bryce. Last week it was pretty cold. This week it's been pretty nice. We've been in the upper 40s and 50s. Yeah, it's been rainy. Maybe that's part of it. The weather change. I don't know. I'm just tired of it already. You sound like Ish. Wonder if I called in Monday if they'd go over real well with the bosses. That'd be nice. Matter of fact, Phil calls me. He's like, "Hey man, I need you to do something for me." What are you gonna bring it down now? Phil called me and he's like, "Hey, I need you to do something for me." I'm like, "What's that?" "I need you to make the sign." I'm like, "Well, Jason's there. Have him do it." "We don't know how to do it." For crying out loud. A lot of blueberries. I like blueberries. All right, man. Hey, thanks. I appreciate you sliding in so I wasn't like standing here by myself. I do appreciate that. And I'll catch you on. I'll try and catch you on your next live next Friday. I just missed you by a little bit today, and I ended up in BW's. I want to get a good look at your new project car. I did it Thursday. You did it. What'd you do Thursday? So yeah, this turd Yoda is for my daughter because old cars are not cool enough for her. She didn't want the '66 Mustang I was going to give her. They're stupid, I guess. So she's opting for the modern day family truckster here, which I really would rather not even be caught dead in this thing. So I picked it up. It's 156,000 on it, something like that. Apparently, I've been digging through the paperwork, and there's some cool stuff with it being a Toyota and all. As long as they're having it serviced to the dealer, which previous owner was. I can pull up a history and see that it's had a lot of work done to it. Around 99,000, I think. It ended up with a new short block, or actually a new long block. Head and whole nine there. It's a V6, 3.0 V6. You called it a 4-day weekend. Nice. So, anyways, at 99,000, it right around where we're at now at 56,000, 156,000. It's pretty close to the 60,000 mile mark of the timing, timing belt. Sorry. So I'm doing that, and I'm doing all the fluids because in the paperwork it doesn't say what they did. It just says oil change and lube. I don't know if that pertained all the fluids. And I pulled the dipstick on the trans, even though it shifts and runs just fine or acts fine. The fluid's pretty dark and dingy looking. So I'm hey Bill, I'm gonna drop the pan, put a filter in it, clean it all out. I think reading the thing, it only actually takes out 4 quarts of fluid drop in the pan, and there's no other real way of getting the rest of the fluid out without doing a flush. So I figure, well, we'll just drop the pan and get that out of it, put 4 fresh ones in, and maybe change it a couple times to get the fluid a little cleaner. It shifts fine and everything. It was just dirty. And depending on what I find in the pan should tell me what kind of transmission condition we got. The engine seems to run fine, though. I was surprised to see the paperwork where it's been long blocked at 100,000. So that's good. But there was no, I had no idea on the timing belt if it had been done or if they may not even done it when they put the engine in. I don't know. I've seen some people run these way past the 60,000 before changing the belt. Maybe some of you know. I don't know. This is not the 3.3, but the 3.0 V6. I think it's a non-interference engine, but I don't know. I'm assuming from what I've read and been told that it is. So, but I don't want to find out the hard and expensive way. So we'll just take care of it now. But there's signs that somebody's had this thing apart. I mean, it doesn't look bad. It's missing a couple loose nuts or bolts here and a missing nut there. Nothing major. So, like I said, it runs really good. So I needed rear brakes. And like I said, I went through the fluids and filters. So it's just, I got to do the spark plugs are buried underneath that intake manifold for the back bank. You got your front three right here because it sits sideways. So you basically got to pull. Some people with little bitch mitts, we'll say, could probably get their hands back there, but not these things, these worthless, short, stubby things. So I bought an intake manifold kit. All I really need to take the upper off and throttle body and stuff, and I can get back to those. But I have no idea if they've been changed or not, so we're just going to do everything to it. And then the cruddy thing. So one of the sales points was it had relatively new tires on it, right? And I was pretty happy about that, except somehow I didn't notice. Well, I kind of did, and I thought it was weird because the spare looked like it was similar to the other four, but there was one that was really wore down. Oh, no big deal. Maybe they had a flat with a spare. It's got to get it fixed. It's the VVIT bill. Where's the thing to it? VV or VITT or whatever, variable valve timing. 3.0 liter. It's in 2002. If that's the Vulcan, yeah, I don't know. Not a Toyota guy. I'm learning though. Where was I at? Oh, so anyways, the tires. I have one oddball. That was really strange. So that should be done. Oh, good. Okay. Well, I got the kit. It's a kit from Napa that's got the water pump, the belt, tensioner, and what are they called? Losing my mind. Whatever. The little round wheels, for crying out loud. Anyways, it's a kit, $175. Takes care of all that stuff. So I'm going to throw that at it. That's what I was starting to work on now. And I got hungry, and I watched BW's live. And then, now I'm here. Not getting things done. But anyways, long story short, I had to put a set of tires in this thing. I didn't know. I knew the car sat, but I didn't realize how long it sat. The good tires only have 10,000 miles on them, but they were purchased in 2017. And you can see exactly in the tire where the car sat parked for must have been many years because there's cracks in the rubber between the treads in the exact amount of space you would see applied to the ground. So I have 3 like new tires that are trash now. And then one tire that's on the rear, it's trash. And the spare I looked at closer is trash. I got 5 tires that are all junk. So that's 5 tires I got to buy now. Great. And get them mounted and balanced. Yeah, this is doing nothing but costing me money. I don't need a girlfriend. This is doing the job just fine. Oh, man. But I'm thinking that once I get done with all this crap, I shouldn't have to touch it for a while. Fingers crossed. That was the idea, because I'd like to play with my stuff for once. Not everyone else's crap. So, and I'm going to try and polish these lights up. They actually look better on the TV screen there, but they're really yellowed pretty bad. See if I can bring a little bit of life back to those. I don't know what replacements cost or if they're even any good. I bought some replacements for my kid's Ranger, and they're a piece of garbage. Oh, don't say that. Well, the Ford V6s I know are interference. I have found out the hard way. Well, some of them, I should say. So the 2.8, 2.9, 4.0, and 4.2? No, 3.8, 4.2. Those are all interference engines, I do believe. I don't know about this one. Some people have told me it's not. I don't know. We're not gonna find out, except for the Ford Vulcan. The Vulcan's probably at 3.842. I think that might be the Vulcan. Yeah, it's just identifying as a Ford, so I can live with it being in my shop. This is a no import zone normally. Oh man, I don't know. I figured if I was a 16-year-old, I would have been like 66 Mustang. Yeah, that'd be cool. Let's fix that up, Dad. That'd be nice. No, of course not my kid. No, it's stupid. So I guess I'll just fix it up for me and drive around looking cool while she's lame driving around the old family truckster. New generation doesn't know. The Dominic Toretto. It is all-wheel drive. Now, I don't want to sit here and give Toyota or imports that much credit. It will shit and get. I drove it home. And when I got within walking distance, this is my test area. So when I'm within walking distance of the house, I'll throw all the onions at it and see what it does. And not bad, not bad. It definitely took off like a rocket. But had I known the tires were as messed up as they were, I probably wouldn't have done it. And I'm not even kidding you. On the test drive, I could feel all it felt like the tires were flat spotted. And once I took them off the car and inspected them really close, oh yeah, you can totally see it. Hey, I'm used to getting boned with buying used cars, so nothing new. And of course, this guy, I was trying to haggle with him, and he immediately whips out the blue book and starts going down. I'm like, you got to be kidding me. But I mean, keep it up, Chris. Maybe it'll happen. Maybe out of despite, you'll end up with a Mustang coupe. You can drive around looking cool, and she can be lame. I don't know. Kids think this thing's cool now. I can't wait for it to get out of my shop. They don't sell Toyotas in Arizona. Why not? Oh, BS. I bet you half of Phoenix is Toyotas. Some people are telling me this doesn't get the greatest gas mileage either. I don't know. I know the older ones, the early to mid 90s were late 80s, early 90s Toyota 3.0s were horrible. Absolutely horrible. Trendy. That's like buying a car saying it's cute. I'm going to backhand that person. Yeah, I remember because I had a couple friends that had the early Toyota, or the first gens, I don't know what you'd call them, but the late 80s, early 90s with a 3-liter V6. Those things were terrible on gas. Hopefully this one isn't that. I mean, it's all-wheel drive, so yeah, it's going to eat a little bit. I think it's supposed to be like 24 miles to the gallon or something. 20 to 24. Whatever. You did a good job, kid. I didn't say I would drive it, but I do own a Dodge. You own 2 Dodges. See, so not only did you make the mistake once, you've now repeated yourself. Freedom. Oh, look who it is here. Auto Salvage Outlaws himself. I keep forgetting your new name. What's up, ASO? I told you I own Dodges. They're there like a magnet to collect rust off of the Fords. Proven fact, you put a yard full of Fords and Mopars all together, run them through the same number of seasons, and you'll have 2 mineral deposits where the Mopars were, and you'll have a bunch of lightly rusted Fords every time. Any company. Yeah, it's a turd, all right. Riding a bull for 9 seconds. Yeah, there's. Well, you know what this is, right? That's circling the BS right there. Circling the bullshit right there. Right. So that's what that is. So I got to cover it up. Yes, Bryce. Well, like I said, you did good when you traded the Tuna Sainer for the Morticia. You did good there. I'm trying to remember what the heck you called that one. El something. El Guapo Loto Rider. I don't know what the hell that thing was called. Anyways, it wasn't working out. So, I mean, the trade you made for Morticia, that was a good trade, but you got to stop buying broken vehicles, dude. Can you not see what it's done to me? I'm living proof that it's not a good idea. Holy cow. Holy cow. Man. You're looking like a science project now, aren't you? That's too bad, man. Well, I'll tell you what. You're going to hear me complain about fighting this cold off after knowing what you've been through. So just tell me to shut the hell up if I do. I hope you will be well soon, sir. That sucks. Well, you're going to get poorer, Bryce, if you keep buying that crap. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Don't. Buy junk that runs. Well, yeah, okay. You're bummed that you had to sell it. That doesn't mean you buy it back when it's broken. You're supposed to buy it back when it's working. That's the point. You're doing it the wrong way. 140. Holy cow, dude. I mean, the plus side to that is you're 148 pounds. I'd love to be way less than I am. I'm sure it's not the healthy way of getting it. You get well, okay, it's a better deal until it's not. See, like this gym here was a really good deal when I first brought it home until I started going through the laundry list of smalls and other stupid things. Well, let's just say it's morphed into I haven't quite spent half the purchase price yet, but I'm getting pretty close. It's piled up quick. And I'm just glad I haven't had to put it in the shop because it would have been, I would have been way over that by now. I think most shops charge, I don't know, $700, $800, maybe $1,000 just to do the timing belt, which is crazy. I hope you do, man. It's not the same world out here without you in it, ASO. It's not. It's different. We miss the presents. Yeah, you need to get better. Hopefully things work out and you get better. I'm hoping you do. Just hang in there. Like Bryce said, just hang in there. What was it? What was the time belt job on? Yeah, new trucks are flipping expensive. Mr. No, you weren't, Gary. A Nissan. Yeah, some makes, like, if this engine was in a Camry or hell no, the minivan. What is the minivan version? I was watching a video on the minivan one. That thing is horrible to do. Horrible. This actually isn't too bad. There's an access panel on the side down below. And I just pull the wheel off. It's not as bad as I thought it would be. I'm still digging into it, but I watched the minivan one. That one was you're taking the whole cowl area and the wipers and stuff off just to get to some of the other stuff to be able to get down to it. It's ridiculous. Hey, 615, what's up, man? Just hanging out. No video today, so I thought, well, hell, I'll go live. Oh, how's everyone? Well, is anyone not sick? Because it seems like everybody around me's got something, and me included. Oh, the Dodge is terrible. Yes, like the Caravans. Oof. Yeah, those were terrible. Same old crap. Yeah, I hear you there, man. Do I? It looks like, well, that's the thing lying to me. It says 17. Yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to make up excuses to not keep working on this. I need to get back on it. It's been a learning experience. I'm not an import guy. Hopefully my voice holds out a little bit. Oh, man. What is it? This thing? This lovely pile of, well, bunch of bullshit circled. It's a car I picked up for my daughter. It's a 2002 Toyota Highlander, all-wheel drive. I'm not sick. I just had a good. Maybe that's what I'm missing, is a good buzz. I won't feel so bad. I don't want to risk it. It might be worse. Got kidney donor, and if he can get hack fixed. Well, let's hope it works out, man. I know that's a tough thing to get. Waiting on those lists, some people never make it. Really? Nobody's blocked that I know of. Honestly, I don't even know how to do that. Yeah, I have no clue. More should be able to type. I haven't done anything to. That's weird. Can you guys see him, or how do you even know he can't type? Well, that's what. Yeah, I've never blocked anybody. Really? How do you even know? Let me move my thing here. Huh? I haven't blocked anybody. How do you know? Huh? Is there a way you can? Oh, you're not blocked. Shut up, Taco. Nobody's blocked. I haven't blocked anyone. Let's see. I never did. I don't even know how to do it. I'm technologically retarded. I don't. I have no idea. So ASO. See, I don't know how it was even done because I don't even know how to do it. Maybe if you bounced out and bounced back in, I don't know. I haven't blocked anybody. I don't know where this thing. I mean, I see where I could do it in here. No, it just says remove. We're putting timeout. Yeah, I have no idea unless something's screwing up between the programs. I haven't blocked anybody. Why? Haters are viewers too, right? No. I tried looking ASO for like a Ford Escape or first it was a Ford Focus, and she kind of was like, "Well, I want like a little mini SUV." And I'm like, "All right." So we were looking at some edges, not edges. Wasn't Escape? What's that other one? I can't remember it now. All the things I were finding were either beat to crap. They had almost 300,000 miles on, or there's something wrong with them, something major wrong. Was it the Edge? Yeah, it's like a small SUV. Oh, no, it wasn't the Edge. What the heck was it? I'll think of it in a minute. Maybe it's the Escape. I said where I already said Escape, didn't I? Yeah. Anyways, I looked a little bit at anything that was kind of remotely small. She didn't want anything big. She was even telling me this was kind of big. I'm like, this is not big. I mean, I about got to grease my fat butt to get in here. What the hell? Are you serious? Nobody's blocked. I have not blocked anyone. And I don't know how to undo it, even if it was. No, I know it wasn't. I didn't block anybody. How the hell do you do it? Is it something in the channel? Shut up, 615. No, I didn't block you. I don't block anybody. I don't see a point in it. There's no reason to. Huh, what the hell's going on? And I'm not sure. Trans man with it. Oh, yeah, yeah. Now, if he's trying to get in because I'm not on StreamYard. This is just YouTube. So I don't know if that matters or not. If they're trying to come in through StreamYard or something. I'm just on YouTube. There's a manage button here, but it won't let me do nothing. Maybe it's on my end. Heck, I don't know. What the? That's crazy. How come these guys are commenting? That's what doesn't make any sense to me. Well, okay. I don't know. I didn't set it up. I saw a setting in there where, but I didn't click on it. It says you got to wait like a minute or something, but I didn't set it to that. What is this? No. Huh. Yeah. Say Beetlejuice 3 times. Tell him to unsub and sub me again. That might work. I don't know. This technology thing is just stupid. I'm not good with it. I do mechanical stuff. Well, he was in BW's live too. So I don't think, hey, Mohawk. I don't see, now, Mohawk's commenting. So why is it? That's really weird. Yeah, Chaz is a good dude. Chris is a good dude. Just because they have poor taste in vehicles doesn't mean they're bad people. You know, who knows? I got it set to live chat. I don't know what I can do once this thing has started. What's the weird thing about it. Huh. I don't know. I didn't think the volume was working at all, but apparently it is. Well, you remember when I couldn't comment on yours for a while there? What did I have to do? I went into somewhere and found settings. Someone was complaining they couldn't Chris was saying he couldn't comment on some of my stuff. And there was some setting in the shorts thing where I don't know how or why, but it was set to block certain individuals from commenting on your shorts. But it never stopped them from commenting on a live stream. And I didn't do that. I don't know how that happened. You might be onto something, Bryce. It could be this. But see, Chaz has Toyotas, so it should be okay. Yes, sir, Mohawk. That is the one and the only ASO. I'm going down a very odd and untraveled road with this fine rice burning vehicle. Oh, good. You are hanging on to the T-Bird. That's good news. I was afraid you were going to let that one go. Where's the Dodge at? Both my Dodges are outside. The Duster, the brown one, is right outside the door, then the other one's tucked in the corner. I'm a little behind on the videos, to say the least. So the videos I've been putting out are a little old. I'm trying to get caught up. I didn't really want to spend any time filming this garbage here, so right. Yep, the Al Bundy Dodge. Yep. The brown one, the one that I've been making the videos on, I want to put up for sale because I, number one, need the money. Two, need the space. Because now I have a turd Yoda to pay for. Yeah, and I think, Chris, the way we dealt with that was I had to go in somewhere, and even though it didn't say it, you had to click on it to block them and then unblock them. It was in the settings somewhere in, I don't know. I had to dig for it. It was so stupid. It didn't even say anything. But that shouldn't have had anything to do with live streams. That's totally different, right? 2002. Oh, Chaz. I don't know why it won't let him in. That is so crazy. Yeah, he has been. Chris has been pretty good about getting after me. My biggest thing is just not having enough time lately. The holidays are tough. A lot of family stuff. So yeah, November, December, forget it. I mean, if I get one out between the two, you're doing good. Usually after New Year's, I can get back on it, but it's just been kind of slow. Well, tell Chaz I'm super sorry, man. I'd love to have him here. Same way with Moores. I'd love to have Moores in here too. I don't know what's going on. It could be some garbage on my end that I don't know. I haven't blocked anybody at all, ever. There's no point in it. There's none at all. They can hear me. They just can't comment. Is something on their end turned off? Yeah, I mean, give it a shot. If you got another deal, sure. If you got another channel, I don't think I'm friends with it. And that shouldn't matter either because I opened this. This is open to anybody. When I started this live, it asked you if you only let members in or blah blah. It's open to anyone. Anyone can come in. Well, Freedom of the Press, ASO. I think this is his number 2 channel. No, it's not. It's his original channel. He's renamed it. I was going to say if it was a different channel, it let him in. Oh, see? There's 615. Yeah, there's your second deal, and it's showing up. You have some good news? What's your good news? Did you find another Dodge at Rand? What's that good news, Bryce? Oh, God. I should have known that was coming. Hey, there he is. Chazman. What'd you do? How'd you get in? What'd you have to do? Tell him more is a secret because apparently you figured it out. Really? What the heck was copywritten? I mean, that sucks. Well, that's crazy. What's the name of the account that was giving you problems? Oh, Saturday Night Live clip. That figures. Well, that's crazy they can find that so quick. I'm sure it was 3-second blip. Frickin' Bryce. Huh. That's really weird. Guess who that is, Chris? Can you see it? I'll have to call him back. Oh, that sucks. And it was probably a fairly long one too, wasn't it? Had to delete the whole thing. And that's exactly why I use it, Bryce. The more annoying it is, the more likely I'll probably notice it ringing. Well, the factory ringtone just sucks. I'll let him know. I'll call him back in a few. I'll figure it out. I'm not good with technology. Who? Damien. I sent him a message the other night. What is that? I'm not going to click on it during the live. I'll click on it later, if you don't mind. Because you know what's going to happen. I'm going to click on it to screw something all up, and I'm going to screw my live up because, well, I'm like that. I'm not very technologically talented. But I will. I'll go back and click on that later. You know, that may copyright you on your it better not. I also used it during a video I made for 2 Axe Garage. That's actually where I started using it. That was a long time ago. It was for, I don't know, some pro or video like going into the No Name National thing. That was a couple years ago. I wish, well, I don't have grandkids yet, thank goodness, because I'm not that old. But my own children are fairly decent, and neither one of them seem well. My oldest is in Hawaii; it's where he lives, so he's not of much help there. And my daughter, well, if it ain't food or drink, she really doesn't talk to me. So no way you should have answered. Thought it was 74. Yeah, I probably look like it too. Feel like it some days. Well, there was a time when there could have been grandkids, but that time since took a different path. So, which is better for him. Now, I feel like you're 73. I know every dang morning I try to get out of bed, I feel like I'm 73. I take a lot longer to roll out. I'll get up, stagger up, go get the coffee pot fired up, come back, lay back down again. If I ain't getting up half the night anyways, every other hour to use the friggin' John. Barely qualified to be a dad. I don't know. Your boy seems to do all right. Shoot, you got him editing your videos. I'd say you did pretty good. I can't even get my kids to look at them, let alone do anything else with them. Can't believe I'm only 50. Well, I'm not too far behind you, man. 52 is still young. They say it's the new 40. I don't know. I might disagree. When I'm 64. Man, that song just flashed right through my head. That was a good one. That's an oldie there. Are you trying to say you're well past that one now? Well, tell me, the new 40. You give him a break on rent. I charged my kid rent while he was here after high school. I mean, that's only fair. Toilet paper costs money, and so does food. What was I charging? Like $300. He paid his car insurance and his cell phone. He paid me once a month, and then I kicked him into the army. He's the army's problem now. He's doing good. He's learning life's lessons every day. Holy, 26 past that. ASO is now bionic. He's half man and half machine at the moment. But he won't give up. The man still stands. I applaud him for that. Keep up the fight, brother. Ooh, Lockheed Martin. Yeah, I worked on some Lockheed Martin junk. That's just not bad stuff. Was that, I want to say North Carolina? Hope? Hope? I can't remember for sure. It's been so long. Oh, that's the picture. Okay. Now you got me curious. I'm about to see the picture now. You need some burnouts, huh? Well, if I had some junk that ran, it might be helpful. Oh, that ladder back there. I bought it because it supports fat guys like me. You could nail some sticks to a broomstick and crawl up that. Me, no. I need something with some support. Oh, is there a Walmart story we don't know about? Has ASO got one from Sykeston's Walmart? Yeah, you was. I'm almost jealous in a way, but I understand. Probably not a good way to lose the weight. I just been gaining it. Oh, funnels? Absolutely. Well, when you buy as many cars as I've had, it's weird all the stuff you find. I got like 80 sets of jumper cables, 35 funnels, and just crap people leave in the trunk. I can't throw it away. I mean, it still works. And you got to have the right one. Get the stuff over there. Oh, great. Bryce is just trying to make fun of me and my ladder. That's all. Not beer bongs. What the heck was he making? Oh, those honey shot things. Bryce is jealous because he doesn't have it in him to go into his attic because there's things with a curled up tail and a pointer that'll go up there and stick him. Little scorpions and crap that he's afraid of. I don't have to worry about that in my attic. Yeah, see, you got to get better, ASO, so you can go to the next No Name Nationals. You got to get better. Yeah, the day I go up into an attic, take my Christmas crap down, and have to kill a bunch of scorpions, I'm moving. Done. Spiders are one thing, scorpions are a little faster. I just don't like, oh, no. We got the brown recluse and the widow, black widow. What's the other one that's real bad? There's three of them that are kind of the hobo spider. It's kind of bad. But the funny thing is they usually sit there and contemplate, and in that moment where they're contemplating, I've smashed them. So they're a little slow on the reaction. Now, scorpions, I don't think are quite as slow. But I don't get to know the spider. I don't. sit down and have a conversation. I don't contemplate on if my life is worth more than theirs or not. I just make them flat. I don't give them a chance. We've got everything on. Oh yeah, I bet you probably do got, yeah. You got some snakes out there too. We got gardener snakes, about all we get. I hate those things, but they don't do nothing. What are sidewinder? I've heard that term before. What's a sidewinder? Yeah, see, spiders aren't necessarily as fast because their legs are a lot shorter, and they don't. I mean, they're trying to go fast, but they're not going that fast. A rattlesnake. Oh, okay. See, we had rattlesnakes in New Mexico, and usually they let you know they were there before you got too close. Yeah, that's what I figured. I thought Tennessee had some pretty good snakes there too that would rock your freaking world. Yeah, we don't have any up here like that. At least not that I'm aware of. Howdy. Yeah, I'm not from, I lived there for 3 years, but yeah, I've had my run ins with scorpions too. Oh, really? They move sideways. Ah, that's a new one. All right, Bill. Hey, thanks for dropping in, man. That's funny you use that term. Another guy I talked to uses that as well. Turns into a pumpkin. That's funny. So sidewinders move sideways. Okay, that's interesting. I didn't know that. We just had rattlers out there. At least that's the only ones I remember seeing. Well, hearing. I never wanted to see it. If you're cruising down the highway at night, they'll lay out on the highway and collect the heat off the road. So you got to watch out for them out on the road. Ooh, copperheads. Oh, those are nasty. Oh, man. Yeah, screw those things. Cannon Air Force Base. Yeah, that's down southern New Mexico, if I remember right. I was in uh, Albuquerque, Kirtland. That's where I was stationed. Man, she got in here with your buddies. Why can you? You ask if she wants to, yeah. If you're asking if she wants to come on, go ahead, man. Anyone's welcome. That's interesting. I'll have to see if I can find some video of those sidewinders. We just had regular rattlers that I ran into. Clovis, yep, 10 miles from the Texas border. Yep. I've been to Clovis. There ain't much there. Ain't much anywhere in that state. You go north, it's kind of pretty. Groundhogs. That's something we don't have here, but we had them all over the freaking place in New Mexico. Freaking groundhogs. Or actually, you know what? I take that back. It wasn't groundhogs, it was prairie dogs. Freaking prairie dogs. What's the status with the duster? It's dusted. It's sitting outside. I'm a few videos behind where it actually is. So between me, and the trees, it's pretty much done. But there's a lot more videos left to go because I got a little behind. So yeah, hang on. We're getting through them. That was I'm at the carburetor rebuild video right now, and I've been trying to chop it up. It was really super long. So I've got it cut down to a little over an hour right now, but I don't think I'm anywhere in any position to be putting out an hour or more video. I mean, it is a reassembly video for a Carter carburetor, but I really don't know if somebody wants to sit through and listen to me babble through some of it because as I'm working on, I'm talking. Should I just fast motion that crap and get it over with? I don't know. I'm trying to figure out what to do with it. I didn't really want to put it out the way it was. I had a feeling it needed to be a little shorter. I try to hit my stuff in the 20 to 30 minute range. No kidding. A freaking groundhog attacked your dog? That's terrible. You got such a cute pup, too. Oh, I missed one. We had big snakes. No, just a train that ran. Yeah, freaking train. That's pretty common around there. Yes, Chris. Chris is right. The Duster is for sale. I don't want it anymore. Wow, that's funny, Mohawk. Well, anything that rolls around like that's going to freak me out. I mean, snakes go forward and backward, not rolling side to side. It'd be like, and even then, seeing a snake move freaks me out. No legs. You listen to this babble? Well, you're listening to me babble now. I guess you had no choice. Well, sure you do. Oh, he was trying to attack him. Years back, I had a Malamute Husky mix, and she loved digging up. We have moles. That's the underground rat we have is a mole. She loved digging them moles up. I lost count how many times she'd have her snout buried in the dirt. Next thing you know, there's this, short armed little creature right in, she got her right by the neck and shake it all around till it was dead and throw it off to the side and look for another one. She was definitely the mole catcher. Maybe he's trying to do you a favor. Catch them little suckers tearing up your lawn. Stick a TNT. I don't want to trash the rest of the place. Well, right now I think I'm at the video is sitting at an hour, and I'm just getting into doing the adjustments to it, which is probably another 20, 30 minutes. And I'm like, man, that's a long video. I don't know if anyone really, I don't know. I'll have to go over it. And I was actually I got two of them going at once. The other one I started editing, I realized almost through the end of editing that it was in the wrong order. It's actually the video that should precede the carburetor one. So I was like, damn it. I stood back, flopped them around, and I started editing the carburetor one. I realized, well, this takes too freaking long. So I don't know. I just gave up at this point. So next week, I could potentially have 2 videos ready. I just got to get this carburetor one figured out. Yeah, wiener. What was those dash hounds? Dash hounds? Is that what they are? That probably looked funny, that little wiener dog going after him down the holes. It just these little legs coming up. Wait about 5 seconds for all this dog to come out of the hole with a mole on the end of it. Yeah, I was thinking of that. Just throwing it out there anyways. I still got the last 20, 30 minutes or whatever it is, that the adjustment stuff. I still have to edit that yet. I run out of time, and then I had to start working on this thing. So kind of want to get this done out of my shop. Then I can get the video finished up and just kick them out. So I think I've got, I want to say 4 or 5, maybe 6 videos left on the Duster. There's other things jammed between it, but I might just skip over them and just get all the Duster videos out and over with. because they're not really hitting as good as my 50s cars. And that's another one I've got. I never did a summer update on the 55. That's sitting there ready to be edited. And then I did a first drive of the 55, and I did a short on it, but I never did the full length. And then I have one more video where I fought the carpet on the 77 four-wheel drive my dad's. Not doing bad, Galaxy. How you doing tonight? Plymouth does. Yeah, see, the Plymouth one does. I wouldn't say the Plymouths do bad. My Duster videos have been doing okay. Part of it is I've kind of been off the scene for a little while, I think, too. And I'll be honest with you, 615, when I shot a lot of these videos, I sucked. And I'm actually fighting the editing because of the way I shot the videos. It's making it even worse. I have since gotten better at shooting videos than when I shot those videos. But you can definitely tell we're shooting the video better. Makes it easier to edit. Hey, Mohawk, I get it, dude. I have basically told myself either I need to sit down and edit my own crap, or I'm going to sit down and watch as many guys' videos as I can watch. The time I have is very little, so I've kind of been not editing my stuff and watching you guys' stuff. So I'm trying to be better about going back and doing mine. Oh yeah, that's totally true. 615. The more you do it, the better you get. I'm learning too, and then some of my camera stuff. Like I think I was wearing a headband thing because I bought this Amazon kit which has a bunch of mounts in it for a GoPro. It's not GoPro, but there he is, 615. I know I keep calling you 615 instead of Buzzard. Yeah, I trying to get the camera position right because there's a few of them where I'm watching the screen and I'm doing this because I'm not shooting the damn camera in the right spot. I really don't want to go back and redo them now. Who's old Earl? I miss old Earl. Or are you talking about? No, who's old Earl? I missed him. Did he come in? I might have lost him in the thing. Dude, editing, like I said, in 615 is totally right. The more you do it, the better you get at it. But you still don't want to give up on the stuff you fought or that you filmed. So you're really fighting through it. Man, it is horrible. Just trying to get through. I'm learning by editing this crap. I'm learning what not to do. But you're right. It's a full-time job. So Mohawk, don't feel bad, man. I get it. And a lot of time I just don't. I don't want to sit down or I can't concentrate on it. I only get an hour or two at night after work, and then I'm so freaking tired. I just want to go to bed. Who's old Earl? I missed. Is he in here? Is it a different guy, or you're gonna have to help me out here, Bryce? I'm really dying here because I want to get this crap done. There's a couple other rigs I want to get done. I want to sell, and I've been wanting to start on my 50 for like 2 years now. But then I picked up some other junk that I want to get along too. Oh boy, I'm gonna feel like an idiot. I know the name Galaxy Z Moon, but I have no idea. Is that your name, Earl? Because I honestly did not know that. So if it is true, I apologize, and I'm an idiot. I recognize Galaxy. Many apologies. uh, yeah, see, now that's probably a huge thing too. 615 is you're dealing with it right then and there, and that's where I'm falling apart. I download it on the computer, and that's where it sits. Oh, I don't know who old Earl is from Vermont, Texas. Hey, you lost me on that one, brother. Well, I make them fun. Okay. I try to. Sometimes the stuff's a little bit dry, and I just. Uh, oh yeah. See, exactly, and that's a big fight I have, especially like for example this carburetor video. I think well, there's probably 2 hours worth of footage. I've cut it down to an hour. So yeah, you're right. I spend a lot of time and I'm backing up and going over it 100 times. So you're probably watching that same 5 minute clip 5 times, So yeah, a lot of time spent doing it. And then even though I edit it all up, I'll go back, start over again, rewatch the whole thing, and see where else I can trim too. So I probably watched that stupid video. We'll say, for example, a 25-minute video. I've watched it probably 10 times. And I just keep trying to chop it up. And here's my trick. I'm watching my own video. Anytime I feel like I need to get up and get something out of the kitchen, or this is a good spot to take a leak or whatever while it's playing, I stop the video right there and figure, okay, what sucks about this part? If I can't stay glued to this thing, starve to death and piss my pants, I didn't do it right. So, am I right at doing this? I don't know. But that's kind of my tactic I use. Old Earl died. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Coffee time. You got that right, Galaxy. You got that right. We're having a hard time finding people at work that want to work. I don't want to work because I'm tired of management. No, shoot. When I go to work, I got her pretty good. Yeah, it does take a lot of time editing. And the biggest thing is I do film a lot because I don't want to miss something. Because there was one, I was doing something to my white truck and it was videos back. I was trying to torque the pinion nut. I didn't have the camera on at that moment because, like you said, you don't want to record everything. But I had this, which I should have had it on. I mean, everything I was doing was so wrong. But I had this 6 feet of breaker bar on this thing, trying to get it torqued. Oh yeah, it broke all right. And set my rear flying across the shop would have totally been great footage to put on the video, and camera wasn't rolling. So I kind of probably roll the camera a little more now than I did. I know it's a lot more dead space to go through, but I hate missing those good moments. What's going on in my garage? Well, not a whole lot. Just some Ford maintenance here. Kind of. Oh, man. I know. I bought an import. What is wrong with me? My daughter did not want a 66 Mustang. turned her nose up at it. Said, "No, Dad, that's stupid." This is a 2002 Toyota Highlander. Always is a street racer. I used to be, kind of, back in the day. There was a time we're not going to speak of. Yeah, it's a good runner. 156,000 on it. I'm just doing the preventative stuff: timing belt, plugs, filters, fluids. Not a huge service history on it. I did find out, however, going through Toyota, because they did happen to have some stuff done at the dealership, previous owner, and someone has done a long block of this thing at 99,000. So, hey, great having you here, 615. Appreciate it, man. You have a good night, brother. Did I really? Well, I wasn't exactly the big boys. So, yeah, I raced my Ranchero a little bit. It was pretty quick. But I also had, high school kid funding. So I couldn't play with the big boys. '72 Nova. I remember a time when they were giving those things away. They're cool. But, man, you can't touch one now. It's amazing. All that stuff 20 years ago, picked it up for pennies on the dollar. Now you can't even touch it. I put a small block Chevy in a 69 Nova for a family friend. That was fun. But it's good to see that they're going up in value, because they are cool cars. And if they didn't go up in value, you wouldn't have the kind of aftermarket support for it either. So that's good, I'm glad to see they're going up in value. There's a lot of cars that have gone way too far up in value. But, it's how it goes, I guess. Yeah, I was. Damien can attest to a few runs. He went out with me on a few rips. And it was fast, but it wasn't as fast as some of the guys we used to. So what it was is they were building this 4-lane road west of the airport way. That was one of the spots. And we used to run out there at night. Everyone would meet at the Home Depot. I don't know, 7, 8 o'clock at night, whatever. Hang out. It's kind of like a car show in the parking lot. And then somebody yells out, "Hey, we're going here, we're going there." There was like 3 different spots over in Portland that we'd go run at. And generally there'd be a few guys that had the lesser stuff. Like mine wasn't like, let me put it this way. Some of these cars that were there were probably trailered there and were most likely not street legal. I couldn't compete with that. I didn't have that bankroll. So that wasn't for me. But there were some other guys that had stuff I was more competitive with. But most of the time it was us watching the big boys, because it was more fun. Those guys would get crazy. But yeah, there were some that I guarantee you should not have been on the road, or certainly were not street legal. Kelly Point Park was another that was a hot spot back then. Now all these areas are overrun with people. Back then they were edges of town or less populated areas. Now, yeah, see, Kelly Point. No, I never did any stock. I was into it. I had a friend of mine. I remember his name, Pat Butts. I used to go watch him run at the Speedway. He was a grade ahead of me in high school, and he ran a 71 Charger. And then another friend of mine, Dennis, he got into it. He's running 75, 76 Trans Ams. He went and started doing the circuit around the local area. So I never personally done it, but I went and watched it. And I wanted to get into it. It just, man, it was a lot of money then too. It was a lot of fun. I was working at a body shop part-time when I was in high school. So I had my regular crappy job, and then I had this body shop job that was like an under the table gig. They did what were called enduro races. I don't know. Oh, hey, good night, ASO. Hey, nice seeing you, brother. Enjoyed having you in here. So, anyways, we went and did a couple of enduro races with some shop cars, and I just pit crewed for them, and that was pretty interesting. I really got into the enduro race. I don't know if you're familiar with enduro. It's stock car racing, but it's almost like a demolition derby in a circle. I mean, if they throw a red or yellow flag, it's because there is way too much crashed up shit on the track. That's enduro racing. You run it till it's dead. Oh boy, here we go again with Bryce. Yeah, I really enjoyed, even as just being a pit crew dude, or even watching from the stands. I like the enduro races. I think they're really fun. Not that I don't like regular stock car or anything, but yeah, those I thought that was kicking the ass. It's just constant circus of destruction, and they're not throwing a yellow flag. Have a good night, ASO. Four-cylinder enduro. See, now we had it wasn't enduro, but we do a pony stock, and they'll run them in a figure eight sometimes. They're kind of fun. That figure eight, man, that's a butt sucking seat clencher right there, man. But they're fun to watch. Our enduros were mostly V8 cars, so they really got up there. There was on a Tenino was the big one that they went to. That was a tri-oval paved one. I think that's our only paved track in the area. Everything else is dirt. Or no, did they tear Tenino up? It's been a little while since I've been out there. But when I did go out there, it was tri-oval paved. It was, I want to say, a third mile or half mile. 3 lanes wide. I know that. It's been a little while since I've been out there. It was fun. Freaking Bryce. He'd do it for Dale. Man, friggin' Dale. I know a lot of people liked him. I was more of a Bobby Allison, Davey Allison. Um, wasn't really a Constipator fan. Portland Speedway, yeah, that's been gone for a while. That's where my buddy Pat was racing when I went to see him over there. Was at Portland Speedway. That was just a half-mile paved, if I remember right. And then that's what killed him. So Tenino is Tenino still dirt though? Because everywhere else around is all dirt. Portland Speedway and Tenino were both the paved ones in the area that I knew of. And then Portland tore out the pavement, which it was in bad shape anyways. Tried to go dirt, and it just didn't catch on. A lot of guys didn't come back for the dirt series. I don't know why. And then I don't know if Tenino is still paved or not. Now Banks, um, what's the other one? Starts with an M. Madras. Banks and Madras, they're real big. They run the sprint cars and stuff. Big stuff. We're talking the Mega Wing, freaking racing on two wheels most of the freaking track. Those guys are crazy. I am literally a stone's throw. Just across the bridge. No, Bryce, you do not live life a quarter mile at a time. You push your car around a quarter mile at a time. Yeah. Well, that's how they got. That's how they got it, man. That's where it began. Is all that back roads dirt running. That's what made it famous. I'm a stone's throw from Portland. I'm just across the bridge. Portland is on the south side of the river. I live on the north in Washington. So I am literally way too close to Portland for my liking. Yeah, pretty much the Portland metro area. Portland used to be a really cool city. Back when I was a kid, it was way different. Um, it was a great place. Even when I was a teen, or cruising the cars when I was, I got my license. We used to cruise Portland all the time. Oh, you're all right, man. Uh, my dad grew up. Well, I shouldn't say he grew up. He grew up all over the place. But he spent his high school years in Portland. He graduated from Benson Tech. Um, his family moved over here, but by then he left the house, and they ended up moving back here when he got out of the military. Uh, so he knows Portland like the back of his hand. And even growing up, when I was growing up as a kid, Portland was still a fun place to hang around and all kinds of cool stuff to find. It was really neat. Shut up, Bryce. You fuck. I am in southern Washington. So, okay, if you're familiar with Portland, if you know where Vancouver, Washington is, that's where I'm at. I live in Tacoma. Okay, yeah, yep. Tacoma, I believe, is what, an hour to 2.5 hours away from me, south or north of me. I'm south. See, I literally live just across the river from Portland. Which, again, it has its ups and downs. Back then it was great. Nowadays, not so much. Yes. Chris nailed it. Nailed it right there. It was great because, man, there was so much old stuff. And finding old cars and treasures is so easy to do back then. I don't fish. I know it's weird because this is like fishing country, and I would say half the guys I work with are fishing dudes, but no, sorry, I do not fish. I've got enough expensive hobbies as it is. But I got some guys that I work with that are fishermen. 2.5. Okay, there you go. Thank you, Chris. I don't usually, I avoid Seattle as much as I try to avoid Portland, so I don't go north on I-5 very often. I'll go north to about Longview, then head due west to the beach. Chehalis isn't bad either. I've been up there. They used to have a really awesome swap meet. Oh. The neighbor to my parents, man, he was an avid fly fisher. He'd be out in front of the house practicing, for hours. That was his big thing. Man, he loved his fly fishing. Yeah, see, now Chris, which I work with Chris, him and I work together, he's got a really nice setup there. I mean, you can basically walk out his back door and fish away. Yeah, he's in a good spot. He lives far enough out of town where nobody bothers him. And yeah, it's nice. It's a bit of a drive, but it's nice. 19 hours. Mount Rainier or Mount St. Helens? Mount Rainier. Oh yeah, yep, yep. Fort Lewis. Yeah, my old man used to be up there. He did a lot of. I wouldn't say just summer camps, but he made it. He was. My dad was in the Army Reserves too, so I'm well aware of old Fort Lewis. Now it's Lewis McCord, so I guess they did a joint base thing. I don't know. All I know is that corridor is in constant construction all the time. They're always tearing up the freeway right where the base is. It's pretty much Seattle too. You drive the lower portion though. Have you been up around that way yet, Chris? No. Who needs a girlfriend when you got old junky cars to drain you of all your money? Uh, I got a teenage daughter. That's enough of an expense. Bryce is about ready to find out what that's like. She's priming him up now. Wait till the old cash register is really gonna start ringing here pretty soon. Where are you at? You're in? Are you in Tacoma? Yeah, I don't know. I think I'm good. All right, Mohawk. Hey man, thanks for stopping in. Great hearing from you. You're a hoot, man. I love having you in here. You have a good night, man. Yeah. Oh, how far up north are you? Are you on the other side of the sound, or? I hear it's pretty up that way. I've never been Bellingham or anything like that. I went and picked up a car. Oh God, where was that at? I've been through there once, and I've been to the very base of the sound area there and picked up a Mustang off of Craigslist. North, oh north. Oh, way up there. Not into Canada, are you? Oh, Kirkland, Washington. Yeah, you're up there a little ways. Frickin' Bryce. I've actually had thoughts of moving to Eastern Washington. Getting a little, I don't know. I mean, there's some perks to it, but too many people in this area. I want to kind of get back to the smaller towns. And I was like, I don't know, Ellensburg, something like that, maybe. It just, I got to get used to it's much colder there. Well, not all year long, though, but it gets a little windy, has a little bit of snow. I don't know if I could adjust to that quite as well. But I'm trying to, I don't know. There's a lot of people here. I don't know if I'm liking it. Hey, thanks, Galaxy. I appreciate it. I'll work on it. I got some flu meds or something I'm gonna try taking. I gotta kick this thing. You have a good night, man. Thanks for stopping in. See, you got to picture Bryce sitting inside of Morticia repeating these lines. That's the cherry on the top of this. Oh, man. Killing me. You get your car fixed yet, Bryce? I mean, you only had a week. Morticia should be running down the driveway by now. I mean, you've done milked it long enough. Yeah, you got that right, Galaxy. Yep. Those were good nights. It's like I was saying, the meetings at the Home Depot parking lot before we went racing. That was what it was about. Yeah, honey shots. I'm kind of thinking I wouldn't mind one right now. Well, good. I'm glad Frankie's fixed now. Oh, you're only old in your own eyes. You're still a young pup. Don't say that. Oh, Billy Bobowski? Is that who you're talking about? All right, Galaxy. Don't lose them things down the drain, man. You won't look right with only an upper set of teeth. I don't know. Old Billy might have been on earlier, but yeah, because they're 3 hours behind us, so it'd only be, was it 9, 6, almost 7 o'clock there? Yeah. I'm surviving better than I thought. Either that or I sound worse than I think I sound. One of the two. 640. Yeah, 647. There you go. Big Bobowski. Well, this is Billy Bobowski we're talking about. He's crazy. He likes his Bud Light too. Bud Light or Bud? I think it's Bud Light. Yeah, he plays his first person shooters and so yeah. He's got the inner child in him. He's you're only as old as you act, I guess. I wished I acted a lot younger. I'd probably feel better too. No, he likes his first person shooters. I'll watch him once in a while just because it's funny. Sometimes the kids will gang up on him and make his time on there a little bit of an enjoyable experience. So I'll put him on in the background. He's a good dude. I like old Billy. He does crazy little skits too for his shorts and stuff. Oh man, I'm not getting much done tonight here, am I? All right, man. Yeah, we'll probably wrap this one up here in about 10 minutes or so, anyways, because this ain't gonna fix itself at the rate we're moving here. Oh yeah, I forgot about the belt. That's right. Well, light beer just means you get to drink a little bit more. I mean, you don't want to get wasted too fast, even though regular shouldn't be that much different. uh, I don't know, man. Some of them old ladies can get pretty vicious in them bingo games. You got to watch out for them. Yeah, I'm finding that out. I gotta change the back plugs in this thing. See if I can adjust a little bit. Yeah, being the V6 model, like these three are the teasers. See, here's the easy to get to. You gotta have bitch mitts to get back there to. Bryce, why don't you come over and yeah, I gotta pull the intake on this one, I think, to get back to the plugs in the rear bank. I may not need to change them. I figured I'd just do it. What the heck? Because I don't really want to see this back in my shop for a while, so I'm trying to think of everything possible that could go wrong with it. And then this goes out, and I want to start getting some cool stuff in here because this is, sorry, Taco, this isn't cool. I don't know. It probably is cool to the right person. It is all-wheel drive. You know, it's it's actually in really good shape. I mean, it's pretty darn clean. And to be honest with you, I was pretty surprised. I've seen the timing belt on some cars. This one really, it's gonna suck. Don't get me wrong, but it isn't too bad to access. I thought it would be really crappy, but Toyota was smart enough. Here I am complimenting Toyota again. To at least put a decent sized access panel to get to the bottom and pull stuff off. There's only 2 special tools I had to buy that I didn't have. And that's it. Yeah, it's really, I don't think it's going to be that bad. I started into it. I just haven't finished it yet. Are you watching this, Bryce, like as you're quoting it? Yeah, I do have a little bit of space. But we need to get cracking on getting this wall here done so I can hang all the headers up and get that shed cleared out. I actually called Jeremiah today and got the information for the CPA. And I was apologizing to him that I still haven't got my rusty truck off his property. It ain't bothering him, but I just hate it being there. And I did buy a space in the swap meet with Phil. So I can either bring the Duster or I'd like to bring that 51 and some parts. So I got a space in the swap meet this year. Portland swap meet. I got to give him the money, which I will Monday. But you just text Bryce, his channel has been hacked. What? No, I don't think it's been hacked. It might be overrun, but it hasn't been hacked. So, Bryce, buddy, we got a problem. We got no contestants for our next game show. Well, I like where you're going with that, Chris, but I need to turn that into some mucho de dinero. Well, I think when I put that post up, Bryce, Cars on the Fritz made a comment. I asked him if he was serious about doing it, so he might be a contestant, but still need to find some more. Freaking Earl. This is Earl. Yeah, I'm thinking though, Chris, the old 51 is going to get a high end pressure wash job, a lot of WD 40 and penetrant, PB blaster, stuff like that, and then maybe try to make it run. I don't know. And then for sale. I need some more dinero. Fox, yes, I'd love to have Fox back on. Like I said, Fritz said he was interested, so I don't know if that was yay or nay. I didn't get confirmation, so I didn't add him to the list. But it'd be cool to have Fox on. You try Bill again if he wants to do it. I was hoping to catch a few new names. You know, some guys that haven't been on yet, though. Not that I got anything against someone coming back. It just, figured it'd be cool to get some fresh faces on there. You know, everyone's tired of seeing me. I know that. Need to find an old car truck to put on that frame. Well, it depends on what you want to put on there. What's wrong with what is there no body on the K5 frame? Derek ain't got time for us. I mean, it would be cool, and I don't blame the guy, but I'm pretty sure he's making the old pluribus e unum the better way what he's doing. We're peanuts. We're just peanuts. But it'd be cool if he wanted to. I could do that. I'm sure his replies would be pretty good. It would definitely be a knockdown drag out. Well, technically it's 10 o'clock, but you guys don't like to play by the same rules everyone else does because, you're special. All right, man. Well, I figured 10 o'clock's probably going to be doing it for me too anyways. I started work. Well, I start work. I get up around 5:30. So, yeah, I didn't this week. uh, the body's rusted out, Chris, because they make a ton of panels for those things. If it's just the lower portion, who cares? Weld some stuff on there. It depends on where it's rotted out at. I've seen some pretty crusty calves brought back to life. You just can't really find anything good anymore. Anything salvageable. How much do you want time and money you want to throw at it? All right, have a good night, brother. Thanks for stopping in. Rodeoing this thing for me. Old B-Dog says, suck it up. Yeah. Yeah, the 4 a.m. thing. But you live a little ways out. You're an hour driving to work each day practically. So you got to. We need to do that dual screen thing again sometimes, Bryce. Have to figure that out again. But it can't be with you sitting making motor noises, Morticia. You got to be doing something. Yeah, we got to do that again. I thought that was pretty fun last time. I think this piece of crap phone I got should be able to do it. Well, if you're going to put the axles and stuff underneath it, I mean, is the body really that bad? I mean, I'd say fix it. Those blazers are cool anyways. I mean, why not? Try to find one that isn't rotten. I mean, I look at the Bronco the same way. You know, if you want to get an older Bronco, you're going to have to get something with some rust in it. I like the 78 nines. I really like the old ones, but man, those things are untouchable. Price wise, crazy. But 78, 79s, they used to be giveaways. You can barely touch them now. Now you're buying some rot box garbage for, my price. And then you're just gonna have to learn how to do some metal work. I mean, that's all there is to it. I'm not gonna pay. I can't pay $10,000 for a project rig. That's insane. So if I got to weld some metal on it, oh well. It's my price range. Trust me, what I paid for this is way out of my price range. Well, the idea is not to play freaking ping pong with the trees. I mean, that's the downside of building the wheeler. I mean, if that's what you're doing, who cares how rusted out it is then? You don't want to put a good body or good panels on something you're going to, play. What's that Wheel of Fortune game where the disc goes down, hits all the pegs? Was that Pong or some crap? I don't remember what it's called. But yeah, if you're going to do that with the trees, leave it rusty. Ain't gonna hurt nothing. Just make sure the important parts of the floor covered up so you don't end up wearing the mud. You'll be fine. I don't know, that's what I would do. Plunko. You nailed it. That's right. Bingo, you got it. Plunko. That was awesome. I like Wheel of Fortune, or not Wheel of Fortune. Price is Right. I'm getting tired now. Is that an overland vehicle? Which one are you talking about, Taco? Chris's rig? I don't know. I mean, like, say for example, I should have jumped on your neighbor's truck way sooner than I did. But I would build it up to be, something that I could go beat up in the trees, but I probably wouldn't. So therefore I would want the nicer cab and put all the nice stuff on it, but I would feel real bad about beating it up. I don't know. I wouldn't say it's an overland vehicle. It doesn't have anything. It's stock. It's basically stock. I mean, it's all-wheel drive. And I was looking at it. They've got the biggest tires you can put on this thing, which aren't very big. Because basically they're going to rub on the struts. the widest tires you can get on this thing. It's just so crazy how close clearance everything is on this thing. I'm used to be able to put big old mudders on stock stuff, and you just can't do that with these. But it's not really a overland vehicle, I would say. It's my daughter's vehicle, so it better not be an overlander. It's gonna get her butt back and forth to school. Am I thinking my Blazer will be? Oh yeah, I think it'll be great. I mean, that's what I mean. How bad is the rust really? I mean, there's things I wouldn't worry about. It depends on what you're gonna do with it. If you want it to be more looks than more go, then yeah. But if you're gonna just go up in the woods and wheel the thing, then who cares? Why beat up good metal? Just beat up the old rusty stuff. Like I said, as long as the holes in the floor are covered, should be good to go. Underlanders. uh, I wasn't even looking for this thing, Taco. It just popped up. I was at Napa picking up parts for something, and one of the guys there knew I was looking for a rig for my daughter, and he had a customer come in to buy some, a belt and some wiper blades, and he mentioned he was interested in possibly getting rid of this thing here, and he just connected me with this dude, and it wasn't even on Facebook or nothing. So went and looked at it, and went, okay. Yeah. What? Send me pictures of the rust? This was bought strictly just because I wanted something reliable that would be an all-around, all-weather rig that, something I didn't have to work on. Toyotas are supposed to have that reputation. So I was trying to go with it. Oh, boy. As a Yoda Taco guy, I have bad news. What is the bad news? There can only be one underlanded. That's true. You could probably only be underlanded once, too. I learned long ago because I had a 77, 76, 77 Highboy. It was beat to freaking crap. I had it when I was in New Mexico, and I didn't have it very long. But I learned real quick how expensive wheeling was. And I learned also how much of a dog the 351 Modified is, too. And that thing, I mean, it was great, but I didn't have the money to put into it. I ended up getting rid of it, but not all Toyotas are made equal. Well, yeah, that's true. This is a pavement princess with aspirations of maybe a dirt trailer too. That's pretty much all it's designed for, and I doubt she'll take it anywhere but to school and get a Jamba Juice. I really doubt it will go anywhere else. And there's there's enough car around it and some steel to protect her. I mean, yeah, I wanted something safe, but I mean, she's a stubborn chick too. I mean, anything could be wrecked to hell and either not walk out of it or I don't know. Nothing ever ceases to amaze me. Let me put it that way. Oh, you're out, huh? All right, man. Thanks for swinging in. I did a live finally, so you'll probably nag me next week. But I got to get some work done on this thing, too. I got at least, I don't know, maybe an hour or two left in me to do some of this stuff. Yeah, I think we might be shutting her down. We've been going for a couple hours now. I'm going to get me some more water for my sandpaper throat. So, anyways, appreciate the company. Glad to have you guys on. It's been a little while. I don't know. Eventually, I'll do some more of these, I think. We'll see. I wanted a better backdrop and a cleaner shop because this place really looks like a hellhole. Yeah. Thanks, man. I'm hoping this crap goes away over the next couple of days. It sucks, but everybody's catching this garbage. It's just crazy. So, anyways, Taco, coffee time. And Chris, you're probably already out. Thanks for being here. Appreciate it. And I don't know. We'll see you on the next one, whenever that might be. If not, don't forget about the game show. March 7th, we'll be having another Garage Trivia game show. So mark the date. Have a good night, guys.